What's going on, picks and parlays, winners and whiners, and wager talk family? My name is David Delano, and I have 3 free college basketball picks for you guys for Monday, February 16th. A lot of you may be a little bit lighter or a lot lighter in the pockets after Valentine's Day. You have the NBA All-Star Game yesterday and some degenerate options there. We've got some better options on Monday. A couple marquee matchups. You got Duke and Syracuse. You got Houston and Iowa State. I'm not going to have plays for those games. I do have some smaller under-the-radar games where I think we have better edges on. But I will give you my leans on those marquee matchups as well. And also have 3 more plays up over on picksandparlays.net along with winnersandwhiners.com if you want to jump into those. What we are going to get into in this video, we're going to talk about Southern and Texas Southern. We're going to talk about Abilene Christian and Tarleton, and also South Alabama and Marshall. And once again, I'll give you my opinion on the Duke Syracuse and the Houston and Iowa State games as well. First of all, let's go ahead and get this started with Abilene Christian and Tarleton State. This is going to be the 3rd time these teams have met. Abilene Christian took the first matchup on the road, 84-80, early in January. And Abilene Christian just took the second matchup on Saturday, 73-59 at home. 2 days later, can Abilene Christian get their 3rd win over Tarleton this season? Well, in the last game, Tarleton actually led on the road at the half, but they were dominated in the second half on their way to that 14-point loss. Now, they lost by 14, but Abilene Christian attempted 11 more free throws and made 14 more as Tarleton really struggled from the line. But on the season, these teams rank out pretty even. And Tarleton's actually the better free throw shooting team, and they actually get to the free throw line more than Abilene on the season. First one was tight. This last one, things unraveled for Tarleton in the second half. We got a light line here. 1.5 point favorite Tarleton is at home. 1.5 points. We're going to take that possibility of a 1-point game out of it. I'm going to go ahead and roll with Tarleton here on the money line for Monday, February 16th for your first free pick. Second free pick here, we're going to go ahead and look at the SWAC. You got Southern University making the trip from Baton Rouge over to Houston to take on Texas Southern. This is going to be the second time these teams have played. Southern won the first meeting 84-73 at home. Now they're going to be on the road this time, and this is a Texas Southern team that's been strong at home. They've been starting to put things together. They've won their last 4 games in the SWAC at home, and they actually shoot the ball better than Southern does overall. Southern has been solid on the road, but Texas Southern has been much better at home. They rank out as the 2nd best team in the SWAC at home, according to Bartorvik. Home court advantage we're going to roll with in this one. As an underdog, I like Texas Southern in this one, plus 2.5. That is going to be your second free pick. And I've got 3 free picks in this game video. We got 1 more coming up, along with a couple other leans. 3 games that I have my money on today over on winnersandwhiners.com and picksandparlays.net. You can jump on the 3-pack over there, or Sports Memo. I have one of those plays available as well for just $7 over on Sports Memo. Promo code PNP25 gets you 25% off anything on picksandparlays.net. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this game between South Alabama and Marshall. And as I'm looking at this game here, South Alabama on the road's been pretty strong overall. A number 175 in the country rated on the road, where Marshall is number 200 at home. South Alabama is a much better defensive team in this one. They're also 7th in the nation offensively when it comes to turnover percentage. So South Alabama does an excellent job of protecting the ball. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games, and they've covered the number in 3 straight. A Marshall team here, I think, getting a little bit too much love. I understand they're at home, but Marshall just 9-16 against the spread this season. I've got to go ahead and back the road dog in this one. So I like South Alabama plus the 3.5 in this one. So we're taking the road underdog in this one. Other game, we're taking the home underdog in Texas Southern. And also Tarleton, who's a 1.5 point home favorite. We're also going to take them on the money line. So looking at 3 games with mid-majors with light lines. As far as the Duke and Syracuse game, I really haven't got to the window on Duke games this season. I mean, you got a team, a high-profile team, an excellent team that, despite their overall record, they're 13-12 against the spread. So just pretty much about a 500 team. You got Syracuse who's 14-12. It's 20.5 now. I like Syracuse. Not enough to put money on it personally. I think that this could be one of those games. You look at the Syracuse game not too long ago against North Carolina. They were down 31, and they narrowed it down. You look at how, Duke Boston College game recently. I think that it's probably a game. Duke has had a lot of success against Syracuse. Is it a game that Duke could, I think, probably wins by 16 or 17 points? So I wouldn't really lay it on Duke for Duke to win by 21 or more. I think that there's better options. The Houston and Iowa State game, I'm staying away from that one. A lot of sharp guys I know are on Iowa State in that one. It's hard to go against Iowa State at home. It really is. I actually thought Kansas would keep it more competitive, but Houston battle-tested team getting the 2.5 points. Almost feel like getting points on either side on there is tough to pass up. So I am leaning Houston plus 2.5. But I mentioned I got 3 premiums over on picksandparlays.net, 3 free picks on this one. So that Duke and Houston would probably be my 7th and 8th favorite plays of the day, just to be completely transparent there. You guys can follow me on X over on Get Sports Strong. Make sure to always, always, always wager responsibly for no matter what you're playing. Always live to fight another day. Make sure if you're, doing this, that you have a bankroll, and on these plays, whatever you're doing, play that completely knocks your socks off. Recommend, 5% at the highest scenario. But if you really don't want to bust your bankroll, 1% to 2% per play is going to be the way to go, so that we're doing this the responsible way, so that we're investing and not being degenerate gamblers. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my plays for today. Also would love to see what you guys like today in college basketball. Opinions on Duke, opinions on the big game between Iowa State and Houston as well. I definitely would love to see your opinions on that. Once again, I'm David Delano. You guys can follow me on X at Get Sports Strong. I'll see you guys on the next one, and good luck.